Hello, everyone, and welcome back to episode 42 of our amazing Out of the Abyss adventure. I am your DM, Smiley.
And I am Evan the Great, and I play Grom Whitehammer, a hill dwarf, monk paladin, drinker of ale, friend of spiders, rider of bull.
Are you a
Technically, you're
heel
bulldog.
dwarf or a heel dwarf?
A little bit of both. That's what
No. He's a heel.
And I'm the Bearded Wonder with the Villain's Man, and I play Trevok Whitehammer, the fighter/wizard.
And I'm JVD playing Notch, Tiefling Witch Hunter, and obviously Tiefling heritage and with some immunity to fire don't keep you away from a sunburn.
Yeah. Well, not immune to fire, just resistant.
Whatever.
A bright enough heat.
Was not very resistant yesterday.
And plus, you like the dark a lot, so I can see it kind of happening.
I guess it's true.
Because no one says you can't get a sunburn, just it doesn't hurt as bad.
Well, it's not pleasant.
But you haven't really bitched about it today.
No, I don't bitch about sunburn.
Exactly my
It's my
point.
own stupid fault.
You're resistant to sunburns.
They're like, do you want some lotion? I'm like, I'm a man.
No. I need to get a bottle of lotion just so I can walk away like, it puts the lotion on the skin.
That's what I kept telling everybody when they were asking me to rub the back of their shoulders. So, I mean, because you know your Six Flags and they set up the sprinklers and they got hoses and they're by one. So that was the joke I made. Only one person called it. So, Kyle, if you ever watch this, I expect nothing less of you.
God, I love that movie. By far one of my favorite movies of all
Yes.
time. I can't do that. I've tried so many times. Hold on, I can't even roll it. See, I can't even roll a proper R.
Carry on.
Yes. So, where we last left off, you had defeated the big giant after fighting the Duergar. The pause was we just had a conversation about my recaps. But I did not have a proper segue, so I had to say something. Two giants approached as they didn't arrive until just too late in the battle, and they knelt over. The female of the two kneels over the stone giant, the fallen two-headed stone giant, and simply says, "Pull in the lock."
And these are dressed like, knowing stone giants out of me. They're not like wearing armor or anything. I'm assuming they're wearing like robes and whatnot.
One of them is armored, but lightly. And it looks like it's dwarven made, but by the Duergar dwarven standard.
Okay. But do they look like they're slaves?
The other one's wearing very opulent and prized robes, very expensive.
Okay, so
gown.
I'm assuming like royalty and a guard.
That's a fair assumption.
I'm staying back by these stairs and getting no closer.
Yeah.
I still don't trust what's going on.
That's fair. That's fair.
I mean, especially after what I did.
The other Duergar are kind of cheering the battle. A battle well fought, a battle well won. No one seems to actually be confronting you at this point in time.
I am trying to get everybody's attention and wave them over to the stairs. I want no part of what's going on right there.
Do I see this?
Do you see him?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you were standing in front of the giant that fell down in front of you. So you are right there beside the female stone giant.
I think the only one that's over here is Jim Jar and Non-Valise. I think they're the ones that came over this direction.
I believe so. The ones that made it over there.
Yes.
Well,
Trivok's fairly close to Grom.
I'm thinking this is an escape. I'm taking this opportunity.
Yeah.
thinking of Trevok's curious nature.
Yeah.
Which gets him in trouble a lot. But, I want to go up to one of the Duergar and just ask him, excuse me, good sir, what would make him just attack like that?
He looks a bit confused for a moment. And as he kind of gestures down to the heads, and he starts to speak, but the female stone giant, which you are fairly close to, appears to have heard you and answers, "We have been stricken with an accursed condition."
Does it have to do with dreams?
And not of the like, though the dreams have been fleeting as of late. Good. Dreamwalker.
I'm looking around. Do I see the Dragonborn and the 2 Drow children?
You do not.
They
They were on the bull when the bull dispersed. And when they were surrounded by Duergar.
I want to ask this female giant. How long has this been going on?
Several weeks at least. It started when I was out of the city. What is your name, Dreamwalker?
Oh, pardon me. Travak Whitehammer.
I am Akra.
Well met.
Well met, Travak Whitehammer.
And I'll ask her if there's...
Were you the one to slay Pornolek?
No, I don't think so. In the chaos, I don't know if I know.
That's fair. I'm trying to think who did do the final blow. I thought so.
I'll just tell her and be like, in the chaos, I'm not really sure.
So I'm staying back here. Can I hear this conversation?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely staying back here.
I'll just be honest. I'll be like, in the chaos, I couldn't tell you.
We have been unable to find a cure for his condition. That seems to be the only end to it. We thank you for ending his misery.
Well, I'm sorry that it came to this.
As are we.
And I'll give her a bow and I'll tell her, give her my condolences. And
We would invite you to speak to the stone speaker himself about the matter of your tribulation.
that would be much appreciated.
That would get us across the bridge.
The stone speaker Grom will be mourning the loss of Nerek. This cycle. Come to us towards the end of the next, if you would.
Did you say Stone Speaker Grom?
Hagrom.
Oh,
Grom. Because he had that look just like I did. Like,
It's literally HERA on him.
it's time for your split personality.
Ramos, 1 second. He shits out a rock. He goes.
Okay, so Stone Speaker, Grom?
Hagrom. I would assume the H would be fairly silent. Hagram. I was going to call him Graham. Hagram.
Okay.
I'm looking around. Where's all my companions at?
They're a bit scattered. You see,
What's the closest one I see that's not in this group?
you're with Travak. Seraph's fairly close to you.
Stool.
Stool is standing on top of the butt of the stone giant like this.
I will go the opposite direction of Stool right now.
Oi there!
Stealthily.
What are you going, boy?
Try to hide.
You're in the middle of everybody. That's disadvantage because you're being observed.
At first it was alright, but it's not alright. It's an 8 as I'm trying to sneak and I hit a piece of armor and it falls to the ground.
I just see you backing up. You're just backing up.
A hand comes down on your shoulder. Oi there, where are you running off to?
I'm just backing up.
Backing up.
That beast might get up.
What about Jerry?
Look at Jerry.
What's left of Jerry? A fist hole is where his head once was.
They told me he was with that thing.
Boy, don't you be lying. You can't even roll for that one, I'm sorry.
I'm assuming this guy was here.
He was.
Like the entire time.
He's battered and he's wounded. He's been in a
Look.
long fight.
He attacked me first.
And by the way, y'all actually have picked up a bit of a crowd. But you notice very little Duergar other than other people, what they call the Stone Guard. This is a word you've heard used before they refer to themselves as. Stone Guard are the only Duergar that actually are starting to crowd up because they're coming in to figure out what's going on. The other races that are gathered up are like deep gnomes, drow, slaves.
Everything that'd be on this side.
Yeah.
Of the gorge.
You notice a handful of derro, and now that you had a chance to actually look around, you see some derro coming up from the gorge, from the bottom of the gorge.
I'll ask the female stone giant real quick. What was her name again? You said
Akra.
Akra.
AHKRA.
I'll ask her a bit. And where will I be able to find this stone speaker aground?
He's on the other side of the furrow. I will send a stone god to retrieve you and guide you to the cavern.
Okay.
Where will you be staying?
This is my
Not to
first-
change, I would hope, as he furrows her brow towards one of the Duergar, the one that's costing Grom.
Help!
Well, my brother and one of my companions, they may have started a fight which I was not a part of.
Wow. What if throw something in the bus?
So hopefully, I will not end up in chains.
She looks at whom you take to be the captain of the Duergar, says, I'm certain the Shadowblade throne could forgive such an infraction as a misunderstanding.
Look down, Jerry.
And you notice like you all that was a part of the original fight kind of notice a slight glare, but he goes, of course, madam.
I'll reach in my bag and hand the captain a healing potion. Be like, if you'd like it, it's a healing potion.
I'm fine.
Okay. Well, once again, sorry for my brother.
Oh, we know how suffocant is.
I'll turn back to what do you say? How you pronounce that again?
Akra?
Akra. Okay. So
Just say Akra. I was saying Akra, but
Okay.
like Ocarina.
I'll ask Akra. I've never been in this fine city. Where would be a good place to stay?
Jimjar. You hear Jimjar from the distance goes, well, the only place that we can be staying is the Goldborn's Rest.
Okay. Well, I'll look at her. I'll be like, well, I guess that's where we'll be staying.
Very well. I will send one of the stone guard to retrieve you tomorrow.
And I'll give her a bow and thank you.
See, gives a bow back. Eddie, go ahead.
No, finish up.
I was just gonna say, as you finishing up with her, you do hear like a slow whispered mutter, "Contemplation skid. The keep's not a place you want to go."
Tell me that.
You hear it whispered, like not directly at you, but more along the lines of the sidelines of what's going on. Not from a guard, just from the sidelines.
Oh, okay.
These derro that come out of the gorge, do they look like any of them come around where the stairs are?
That's how they're coming up from the gorge.
Oh, so I'm like, they're like coming. I'm not getting their way, like getting out of their way and stuff.
Some of them are getting very close to your pockets, by the way, but yes.
Okay, no, I will. Apparently, I still have Shadow Blade. I will strike a derro down.
Strike a derro down!
Yes, very, very much. Did it look like any of them were coming up around the bend that I was getting ready to go down?
The bend? Yes, it does like this maneuver down to the gorge, so it doesn't take up too much space.
Okay.
By the way, for those of you at home, I was making a zigzag with my hand.
And you said that Jim Jar was the one that said
Goldborn's Rest.
Goldborn's Rest?
Golbrorn. Goldborn.
So, we're in the clear, correct? Like, we're not being arrested or anything.
From what you can tell, what's going on.
Alright.
One of the guards does, the captain does eventually say, I imagine the Edla would like to have a word with you as well, would you, at your convenience.
I'm kind of thrown off. I don't know who this is, but certainly. Just let us know.
I will be sending word to you.
I start to walk away. Towards
Not
the door.
you.
I'll walk anyway.
Okay, hand me a charisma save. I'm joking. You don't have to make a critical
Hey.
save.
I'm in 11.
Good thing I was joking. To see all these outside, I get
Most of the time.
keep him in check. Here that we get him killed.
Is it arrogant?
I will try.
You ever saw the UFC fighters? They kind of like do their arms and they move around a little bit for the fight.
To
I
be
do one of
fair,
those as I'm walking away.
they don't do that with like 24 other UFC fighters ready to kick their ass.
I do.
Grom does.
All right, Rob, roll me initiative.
He sternly walks away, going towards
Yeah.
stool.
Go towards stool.
So
So you're not walking away. You're walking on the corpse of the stone giant. Okay.
Yes, I walk straight over the corpse of Stone Giant.
Can I smack
You
him
s-
in the back
you
of
s-
the head?
He will have to walk right by him, but you do see her make a disdainful expression at
This
this.
is what I was thinking.
I will.
I'm playing my intelligence.
I will try to pull him off and tell him
That's-
to show more
Buddy,
respect.
that's playing in a wisdom score, not an intelligence
we're
score.
giant and Drew Gordon here. I don't like either one of these.
I will try to grab him off, or I'll just yell. No, I won't even try because I know he'll beat me on the whatever. But I'm just gonna tell him, be like, hey, show some respect.
I slide off of the Stone Giant.
And I'll look at Stool and I'll be like, Stool, come on, get down.
He hops down in front of you.
I do a fist pump to stool. That's a good job.
Big hero.
And I'll explain to Stool. I'll be like, yes, you did a good job.
Just like
I'll be like-
shaking the leg of a stone giant.
I'll be like, but
I'm proud of
I'll
Stool.
be like, the stone giant was afflicted by something, so it wasn't quite his fault.
What's afflicted?
There was something wrong with him. He was sick.
Oh.
Hopefully, we can find a cure for him.
How do you cure dead?
Well,
Can we
not,
cure bra?
not him. Not him. He's unfortunately gone. But hopefully for the rest of his kin.
I don't think so.
Tell Stool Broth that I'm proud of what you done.
Big hero.
He would be proud.
You have no idea the small checks I make for that little bastard.
Slowly look around.
High checks to get a sneak up on him. Athletic checks to jump on him and stay attached.
So where are we staying? I feel like if we don't stay somewhere.
If I see him looking around, if he looks in my direction, I'm just like,
Do I see this?
He's very
near.
obvious because he's
Yeah.
taller than most people around him.
Yeah.
yeah, I'm
He's
very
around
short,
derro and
but I'm
whatnot.
around a bunch of derro.
I was like, come on, Stool.
What's derro looks like an emaciated dwarf.
So
I walk towards his direction and I tell Stool to come with me.
He kind of looks at you quizzically, looks up to Travok, and then walks over to Sereth.
I leave him there with Sarah.
I told him to stay with Sarah, so
Yeah.
that's where he wanted to go.
What just happened?
It's way underneath there.
Oh, fuck.
Uh,
That's the gun die.
Stay there.
yeah, I go. I walk towards his direction and try to slip out of sight.
Well, as
You're
Grom-
being watched by everyone. just to
As
be fair.
Grom's walking away, I'm gonna holler at him and be like, hey, we'll be staying at the Gold Bjorn's Rest. Try to stay out of trouble.
So I'm gonna go rest in for the night.
That's the wrong direction, dumbass.
That is very much the wrong direction, actually.
I do not.
What he
listen to
says is, I hit him with message. And I'm like, no, it's the right direction. This wand or whatever this is, rod is leading me down here. Don't you want to know what this rod does, Travok? Knowledge. You almost killed me over knowledge.
Every other
Dude.
word that he's saying, by the way, is now Ruat. 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 Ruat.
Alright, I do. Let me know what you find.
I ain't letting you know nothing unless you come down here.
I'm not going down there. I'm trying to stay out of trouble right now. I got a way across the gorge.
But he's trying to get into the gorge.
But that's the thing, we need to go across the gorge to find out what this was. But now we know where it's leading us. So do we really need to go across?
I don't know. But I'm going across.
Oh, If it's fancy over there, I want to go across too.
You're the closest to Ginger. Ginger will ask you, "Do you see what Bilbo ran off to?"
No, he seems to do that quite often. For all I know, he's everywhere. And I just kind of smile and point to all the derro.
He likes to fight.
I don't know him very well.
Hey, sit chill with me.
Why?
Like I said, he likes to fight.
Maybe he's wanted here.
Who knows?
I mean, guards show up and people run away. Tends to happen.
Just fair, I suppose.
He showed up on our way here, right? And he looked you guys before. I'm sure.
We got separated when Demogorgon attacked.
I got a feeling that one doesn't just separate himself.
I do not know.
And he just shows up all of a sudden. Way ahead of you guys. Do you not find that weird? Strange?
A lot about that fellow I find strange.
Me too.
Go on and
Okay.
come over to your direction.
I'm gonna tell him, like, hey, this rod is pulling me this way. I'm still looking around for the children and the copperborn. Fuck, wrong game. The white dragonborn.
Make me a perception check.
Hey, it's about as high as I can roll by one. It's a 21.
You scan around, you look to where they were at, you see her collar on the ground.
Her collar is off.
Yes.
I'm gonna go get it.
Alright.
I'm gonna keep it.
The little bit that was glowing in the front of it is no longer glowing.
Cool. That gives me some relief because now she's free to do as she wants.
Yeah.
I would think.
As Grom and them are walking off and stuff, and he sends me that message, is the captain of the guard still here?
He appears to be getting things in order. It sounds like he's making plans to move the body. And it sounds like they're treating the body itself with respect.
I'll walk over and just, excuse me.
Oh, there.
Don't mean to trouble you. But I know we can't go across, but they're going down. Is that okay if we do that?
Oh, think of it as where we keep the refuse.
Okay. Okay. So there's nothing wrong with us going down there.
No, you're liable to get killed there as you are up here.
Fair enough.
We do mining in the walls of the cavern, but it also houses the derro population. They're more likely to kill you than anything we do.
I'll give him a bow and be like, well, thank you for your time.
All right then, on with you. We've got a long day ahead of us.
I'll walk over there and notch. Be like, so, derro.
You just gonna leave us? Just walk off during this fight?
You started the fight.
I didn't start the fight. They did.
I think that's a matter
Their opinion.
of opinion. There's more of them than there are us.
That's fine. They started it.
I'm not looking
Hey,
at
look,
that. Yeah,
they
sorry.
started it. I solved our problem. I killed it. We're alright.
To be fair, those of you at home, this all started when he called an invisible Duergar a coward.
Well, picking a fight. I don't know how you're gonna play this out, but I have no bracelets on my wrist, so my wrists clearly show now.
Now, Trevor, you're looking at him. The last time you see the symbols burned on his wrist, it was burned to the ground where two dwarves once were. Two dwarves you have not been able to see again. A long time ago.
Yeah.
Several weeks back.
Kickapoo.
Since before Sloop blew up.
I'll just make a mental note of it. I'm not going to say anything right now.
Yeah.
If I notice anybody might remotely be paying attention to him, I'm gonna do what I can to cover them.
I will say it's pretty obvious that you would catch someone's.
Okay, well then I'm gonna do what I can to cover them up. Like, look, this rod goes down here.
And it also goes up here.
So this is where I feel it pulling me to.
Let's check it out.
Make sure everybody else is okay with that.
Yeah.
Does anybody object? You big hero, good job.
What if it's all the same to you? Think about going to get a room set up.
Jim Joe,
Yeah.
you guys feel like we need to do that first?
It's been a long day. We've had no access slept in a bed in God knows how long.
I slept in her bed.
We did not.
Whose fault's that?
The less time I spend there, the best. I believe we all should go down and investigate before we get a room.
Well, if Jim Jar wants to get the room set up, we can go explore and then come back.
I don't think Jim Jar should be by himself.
I was gonna suggest that, but I don't know.
My intelligence may be low. My wisdom's high.
Well, I can take a couple people with me. But would be careful down there. The derro are very mud, and that's where they live.
That'll work.
Stool.
Big hero!
Big hero deserves a big welcome at where we're staying. I'll give him a wink.
Big hero never turns down adventure.
There's gonna be more adventure there.
But we go down where all the crazy people are, then we beat them up and we win.
I can't argue with that.
I was.
Then why don't you go with Jim
he
Jar?
wants to do.
I want to go down there.
What?
I asked Sarah what he wants to do.
Continue to Neverlight Grove as soon as possible.
Well, I mean, for the moment.
I don't see how this rod is any of our concern, if I may say.
He's got a point.
Not just a little curious.
I'm concerned about getting the little one home.
I'm gonna look at Sarah and be like, look, I just want to know where this goes. Otherwise, I'm with you. I don't even like being here.
See, fair enough.
Well, the three of us go down there.
Who wants to be in a place with a bunch of cowards that hide in invisibility and have to get bigger to win a fight? I mean,
I can still hear ya! He calls from the other side of the stone giant.
I'm just gonna wave. Hey, just remember, I killed it.
Just remember, when you're sane, you saw what happened to your friend.
Shut up. Shut up. Just shut up.
You seen garner a great many scouts at that comment,
Yeah.
and you kind of realize that the only reason why they're not doing anything right now is because the stone giant said to give y'all a pass.
Uh-huh.
I've realized that.
Grandma
So that
also
lets me know I can be
realized
as mouthy as I want. That's how I take that. I can be as mouthy as I want now. Alright, so Jim Joe wants to go set up our room, and you don't want him to go by himself. Did you say that out loud?
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask you why, because I don't know why.
just in case he gets in trouble.
I don't think Jim Jar.
Oh, you're more likely to get in trouble than I am.
Wait, didn't he get ahead of you guys before he met me?
Yeah, he did. I forget you take care of yourself.
Oh,
I'll tell you, we're gonna head
I'm
on
going to
down.
have the others are calling me on.
He's gonna get us a room, we'll head on down.
I'm gonna ask Jim Joe, are you gonna stay there?
Oh yeah, I'll wait for it to get in.
Flip him a couple coins, like, that was a round of drinks waiting on us.
Oh, yeah, that I have.
And I take a drink of his flask.
I asked him if he needs a Rezatar to come and accompany him.
Oh, you mean the poof cloud?
Yeah.
Is this thing still acting weird?
It's
It ain't
on.
out right now, it's gone.
Oh,
It got.
oh, that's right, yeah.
Yeah.
Forgot about that.
Wait, do I have any L?
Do you have any L? I would say no, you're out.
I said, I'll mark that. I have to get L first. I think I gotta throw L on the ground to thumb in it, so.
Well, last time,
I don't think it's a
You're
good thing
fine.
to bring your bull down to sit.
but the
I'll
last
leave it
time,
with him, but
last
I'm
time it
around.
came to you, it was in the middle of combat.
yeah. I was drinking L, throwing it around on a barrel before that.
That was like the day or two before that, but yeah.
I literally think it comes from the holy water.
All right. We'll let Jim Jar go, or are you okay with that?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna tell Jim Jar. Let's go about the ladies for me while you're there.
Oh, there's nothing left for you.
Oh, I'll take that bet.
Hey, he kind of leans over to you, Trevor, and goes, I don't think he's ever been in a dual guard before.
I'll just laugh at him.
You don't know me very well. All right, I'm going to look at the sword. It's have Shadow Blade,
Yes.
which I would assume would be gone by now.
It's has not actually, it lasts for a minute, right?
Mm-hmm.
I would say it would normally be reaching the end of its duration.
Yeah, and it's still here.
Yes.
It's weird. I just put my bow across my back. No, I don't have a bow. I dropped it. I'm going to get the remaining bow out of the quiver because I gave a bow to Ceres, and I'm going to put it across the back. I'm going to keep on hold of this blade as long as it's there.
As you're holding it and it's starting to rip, you can see its form ripple slightly from time to time.
All right. I'm going to look at Ruat and be like, look at that.
You're so fancy!
You just had to add that, didn't you?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to leave the lane.
Leading the way, Ruat. Sorry. No, I'm not sorry.
I'm going to ask Seraph if he'll cover the back because he's got sharp eyes.
Of course.
So,
The novelist is kind of going along the wall beside y'all.
that's what I was wondering. That's what I was just about to ask. How
These stairs are fairly narrow, but you can see like there are also wide ramps and stuff in other sections of the gorge. Like they cart down and bring stuff up from here in different areas. You see the legends carved on the walls as you descend, and tunnels going in. You see these what looks like large machines or mechanized things, and you can hear distant screams of what sounds like pain in certain places. As you go deeper, you start to see how the ends of the gorge are made into like a catacomb of like homes, and you see derro walking in and out and around. All of them acting very strangely. The only derro you've actually met before was Bupido, but he seems like he seems the most sane of his kind in comparison. When some of them were just shambling around, or scratching at themselves, or like clawing at things.
So we have a bunch of like
meth heads.
crackheads. Yeah.
You know, I may have been going for that. I'm not gonna lie.
So I imagine it looks pretty crazy. We're coming around the bend, and then you see like a drow walking on like the wall, and then she turns into a spider, and she's like crawling along the wall. I imagine that looks pretty crazy.
You do see several of them start screaming and running about. The ones are like getting weapons ready and stuff, and they look excited, like they've been waiting for this their whole lives.
At the side of us,
Oh yes.
I'm just gonna look at him and give him a thumbs up.
Yeah.
Like mystified, it's up there.
Hey. And you see like three of them starts taking off upstairs.
Oh dear
Keep
God.
giving them thumbs up. Well,
If you wish to remain for about 10 minutes, you'll see one of them fly back down.
Okay.
Not through magical means, I mean splat.
From where the Drew are. Cool.
But all in all, you've traveled about 200 feet to get down to the bottom of this gorge, where in the corners is where they're housed at. None of them look very overly hospitable or even have the capacity of contempt to bear your existence.
Does any of them look like this rod catches their eye?
About as well as Jim would spark a goblin.
Okay.
You think possibly for the same reason.
Okay, so they're just kind of like, ooh, looking at it.
Yeah. Especially if you're swinging it around like this.
No, I just got it held out, like,
Yeah.
following its pool. That's all I'm doing.
Are any of you injured, by the way?
No.
No one was. No one got healed to full.
I was never
Yeah,
healed.
I did.
I was never hit either.
She healed me.
Yeah,
They-
she was
they
healing
didn't
him
hit
there.
her.
I remember they healed Jim Jar up.
No, she healed me, and then I
Yeah.
think you.
No, I did get hit, but yeah, she did help me.
And I believe so.
She only healed one person in the Jim Jar, I thought.
So she healed me
Yeah.
with a
Oh,
couple
sir.
times during the combat.
What did she
I'm
do? A max
actually
heal?
healthy.
I thought you did like a mass heal thing.
She might have.
I went to
My memory is
24
crap,
I went to
everyone.
24 hit points.
Yeah.
I remember going down to 24 hit points and her healing me back up with some kind of max heal.
I think you might have used lay on hands on yourself as well.
Yeah, I probably did.
Yeah.
I know I healed all the way up.
Because I think I used mass healing words or something like that. But I was gonna say something if y'all weren't, but
No.
so
Have
y'all.
you found the rod yet?
I have it on my hand.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah.
following its pool.
He's been dragging y'all along by this hotel.
I remember you dropped it and then you went and got it. Okay.
No. He, the dickheaded Drew
If you're
started
following the rod's
Okay.
pool, you're just gonna start
threw it over.
navigating them through this slum neighborhood, more or less.
Does this remind me of the Hellboy scene, like the trade market?
Kind of, but you don't
You
see.
know the way it looks, all the different
Yeah.
creepy looking people.
But it's
and-
less good. It's less
Yeah.
good. It's more filth and refuse.
Okay.
This looks like where they just put the things they don't want to deal with. And I'm supposed to talk about the derros, and they're living in it.
Like down here, they trade you a really hard constipated turd for an ice wet turd.
Actually, they'll just take the hard turd and stab you with it.
Probably.
But yeah.
Probably got
And
a
then,
sharp
and then
pointy
take
end.
your wet turd. So they have two turds.
And then you let one.
Yeah.
Spray that on a wet turd sandwich.
I just follow.
And they drink the
follow
most
suit.
golden ale that you can find down here, bro.
I don't listen to a word they're saying. I follow suit.
You see like groups of them like enjoying themselves. The other ones are pulled off the side. Some of them are sick and hacking. You tell the deal guard just don't bother with this place. Like they never come here. Not to any extent. They just don't care about it. And it looks almost like their capacity of not giving a shit here is like blatant, as if it should not even be a matter of question. But you as you're traveling, you keep saying Ruat, 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 and every time you say, it, you start to notice yourself saying it. You see a little spark from the thing every time you say Ruat.
From the rod.
Yes. And as you pay attention, it gets stronger whenever you're near someone injured or sick.
First person I come across like that,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go and touch him with a rod.
As you touch the rod, the word just slips out of your mouth, Ruat. And you see it like a broken arm start popping itself back, and it looks scared at you before running away.
I'm gonna look at an Angelis and Travok.
Magic.
Nice healing properties.
Grom, come here.
You are not saying Ruat anymore, by the way.
I'm going to nick him with my shadow blade. Touch him with it.
Roll damage with the Shadow Blade.
It's 2d6.
2d8. If Grom's letting you do it.
5.
5.
Oh, easily. I'm like,
When he stabs you with that blade, you need to make me a Constitution save.
Oh shit. You knock him out.
19.
19. You feel a weakness come over you, and your eyes glaze over like visions of this decrepit world very briefly.
Like my eyes.
That is a freaky blade.
You want it?
No.
I'll trade you.
No.
Okay.
It's cool. It's cool. It's cool.
I say no.
Now I'm gonna touch him with a
Fix
rod.
it.
Nothing happens.
I start laughing.
I'll be like, you have to say the word Ruat.
Ruat.
Nothing happens.
Huh. Perhaps it only works with derro.
From your experiences, some magic items have charges.
I have 1 charge left. Do I still feel the same pool though?
Yes, you do.
Oh.
I'm down 5 hit points.
Cure, that'll hit him for a 3.
Well, when you
There,
nicked
you're
him,
completely healed up.
Yay.
when you nicked him,
Yeah,
Anava
that's
Elise
my
looked
priority.
horrified.
What?
Yeah, I rolled a 1. 3. So now you're healed up.
No, when you nicked him, Anava Elise looked horrified. She didn't know what was going on. She thought it was infighting.
We're gonna come out here with the rod. Ruat.
If you continue to find the rod, you're once again to seed your neighborhoods within the derro, and they're going to start they're becoming more and more aggressive towards you.
As we're walking, I'll just use prestidigitation and just like maybe like a little flame in my hands or whatever.
They looked at you confused, like, okay.
Maybe try to like do something.
I'm gonna roll a deception. I'm gonna tell them this rod has brought me to you people.
So far, that's persuasion.
Actually, that's true.
No, that's a lie. With hopes that it will help you rise up against the Drugar.
Alright, when you're doing the flame thing, do things in order. When you're doing the flame thing, you know, it's like when the derro has like a stick, he just pops it down and like blows 3 derro from around him away. You assume they have access to magic.
Well, I know, but I was just thinking, like, I'm about to fireball their ass.
You've seen Bupido's lack of concern, and like that's kind of what they're doing back. Is like, I'll blow up my own fucking people. I'm not worried. But
I forgot they're not.
When you say that, one of them wearing open robes looks kind of young, but very well grown as opposed to the other. Goes, do you know how the last time we tried that turned out?
I would assume bad.
1,000 years of slavery, then thrown into a pit and called freed.
Well, nothing like giving it the good old college try again.
Oi, you can fly it up your ass.
Okay, that's fine. You want to put it there?
Well, if you're invited.
I'd be like, oh, can't we, I think we can be more civil about this. I think we can be a little more civil.
Oi, what do you have there anyways?
It's what I'm trying to find.
It's leading us somewhere. It's right now.
Make you a deal. You help me find it, you can have it.
Well, I didn't say all of that.
May I see it?
I don't know, can you? You gonna shove it up my arse?
What if you ask me to?
I bet I put it in yours first.
We could try.
You can.
It's getting weird.
I'm gonna deceive him. Tell him I had to say the words before I can hand it to you. Otherwise, it's gonna curse you.
All right.
That is a 15.
I don't believe that's how bubbles work, my friend.
Okay, here you go.
I rolled a 16 on the die. He looks it over. You see him cast something over it. Flicks it around. Goes, oh, it's just a stick. It has a minor magical property.
What's my magical property?
It can pop off a hill once a day.
Cool.
Here. He tosses it back.
And I'm gonna flip him a coin for his good work.
Hey. Well, you want to get rid of it?
No, I'm wanting to see where it takes me. Could you not fill the pool?
No, I could not feel any pull.
Well, it's drugged me here. There's something down here for this.
Make a
thing.
perception check.
Nope. 7.
Alright. Well, you're free to walk around and check stuff out. However, I'd keep my mouth shut unless you want half the district falling on you.
Sorry, happened up there. You got stone shot around, do you?
Well, we don't care about living or dying anymore.
It's a sad thing to hear. You sure does care about living. There's too much to life not to want to live.
You haven't lived long down here, have you?
Not down here.
You'll learn. Don't
What's
worry
stopping
about
you
it.
from living here? Why can't you just leave?
We're thrown into a pit with a lid on it.
Where's the lid?
It's a big fancy thing over there that looks like a blade. A lot of them walk around with it.
What are they called?
Axes, mainly.
I don't see any. You're miners, right? Mine your way out of here.
Who says we're miners?
They were talking about mining up top.
They mine the walls of the gorge. The bottom is where we live.
Surely there's a way out.
We can walk up top to do trade when we have to because we are free. But We're less than second class at best. They treat the slaves better than us.
Why can't you just walk out of the city?
We can, but where will we go? Back to the Illithid? To men's overhands, and
You start your own colony somewhere.
that's suicide. Literally suicide.
But you said you don't care if you live or die.
True.
Very well. We will all pack up our homes and our children and our families.
And leave.
March into the belly of a worm.
You said you didn't care. So technically you do. Maybe you should really second guess yourself. Because I once was bound. You know, I'm free. Come down here of my own free will. Walk in town in my own free will, and even called the Drugar a coward.
Funny you don't look that free.
About as free as I'll get now.
Nobody's ever truly free.
As he says that, he does kind of go like this towards you.
So, it's very true. But I'm free for now.
Well, at least you have more to live for than I do.
Live for myself. Not all you can live for.
So if I were you, I'd be getting out of here before it gets too dark.
You guys will keep going.
Yes, let's see where the road goes.
Do you follow Ruat?
He very graciously steps like this. He gets out of your way.